Now let's go north. Really, you always have to go north if you're doing a Florida Panthers preview, to Montreal, our friends with the Canadiens. And I'll say not the most exciting offseason for them after they finished dead last in the Atlantic last year. Just a unexciting season for them. Kirby Dach was hurt, and their roster was kind of a lot of wait and see, don't worry, guys are coming. A year later, Dach is healthy, and you've added Patrik Laine, who is a really intriguing add after he was away from the Blue Jackets last year. They've got a young core, and I hate to start a conversation about a team with, like, they've got a lot of young, exciting players, because it makes it sound like I'm saying they're going to suck, but they're not expected to be a playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
yeah. I love talking about the Canadiens.
If you wanted to say, like, the Canadiens, they suck, that's fine and fair. They're probably going to suck. But you know what? They're going to suck in a way that you're going to find out about them. And I think that that's where they are right now. And I think this year is going to be a season in which the picture becomes a little clearer, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a team, like you said it, last year, we didn't fucking talk about them at all. And if we did talk about them, we were talking about how we weren't talking about them.
I remember vividly, and I'll say, I want the Canadiens to be good so freaking badly. He obviously does. Look at all his Bruins. Like, he wants, like, there to be
relevant. I want them to be in the picture. I don't
identity.
Want us to
we
about
want
them.
All of these things. And when the Canadiens made their run to the Bubble Cup, I loved that team. Ugh. So we want them to be good, but we won't, like, be like, hey, this guy's going to do this. Like, they're not an amazing situation right now, but they do have a lot of young, exciting players that we'll talk about in a second. But I vividly remember I was at a Bruins game with Sean. We were in line to go to the bathroom, and we were just talking about the show. And Sean was like, what team do we talk about the very least? And we were starting to think, and I was like,
Wild.
Oh, I know. No, I think that we even talked about the Wild more. I was like, I think we talk about the Canadiens the least. And it was such a bummer because... like, I've got that ugly Canadiens hat that I want to wear, and we want to have stuff up. But let's talk about why they're exciting. They've got a young core. 4 of their top 5 scorers from last season are 25 years old or younger. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caufield, Juraj Slafkovsky, who just re-upped on a big deal, 20 years old. Alex Newhook, 23 years old, 15 goals in 55 games last season. And then Dach, who's not in that group, is 23 years old. He tore his ACL and MCL last season and played in only 2 games. They'll have him back this year. So the 2 big ads for this group overall are Laine and Dach. But the headline with this team is everyone's young, everyone has a high ceiling.
Yes. The ad thing, I would throw in Laine Hutson, because Laine Hutson...
Getting to him.
Okay.
But I was talking about the forward, sorry. But yeah.
Like, Laine Hutson he's got a lot of Calder hype, which I think, like, maybe pump the brakes on that just based off of... But I could be wrong. Like, I love Laine Hutson. He was electric at BU. Was very clear that he's going to be a pretty special player. There's an exciting rookie class coming in this year, and I just don't know if Laine Hutson's going to get the points. Hey, thanks for watching the channel.
We appreciate everybody who checks out our stuff, but 80% of our viewers are not actually subscribed to this page, so if you could smash that subscribe button, it would go a very long way for us.
The more subscriptions we have, the more visibility we get from YouTube, which allows us to do more.
So press that button. Thank you.
And also, he's going to have, like... He's going to be like a minus fucking 45.
And I mean, I wanted to be sure, maybe this sounds stupid, I wanted to be sure that he played enough games. Like, do we know that, granted, at like rookie camp and everything, he's dazzling. I entered the season with Laine Hutson not knowing if he's going to get some AHL time.
No.
He's going to, young defenseman, man, especially a college guy, you can send him down.
If he's healthy, Laine Hutson's going to play 82 games.
You think so?
Yeah, if he's.
I hope
if he's healthy, but
I hope to see as much of him as possible. But I just
the concern too is his size. Like he's a small guy,
bit of a thing.
So like, can he stay healthy? Can he stay in the lineup? Can he be effective? There are a lot of questions, but Laine Hutson, talent wise, fucking electric. and with Kaiden Guhle, like I think that they've got a very good like pillars of hope on the blue line. I mean, like they're going to be kind of a mess on the back end, I think.
And they still have more help on the way that we won't see this year. Obviously, Jacob Fowler is still at Boston College, so he's on the way at some point. So this is a team that's going to keep adding and keep having young players come up through the ranks. This is a year in which I would like to see them take a step forward, and I hate to say that the goal is to just not finish dead last in the Atlantic, but if you finish 6th or 7th, isn't that a, hey, here come the Canadiens?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you finish the season with like here come the Canadiens, that sort of vibe and mindset, the season is successful.
Yeah, even just outlast some teams because you're young. And in March, when veterans are getting tired and everything, be the team that still beats good teams from time to time when everyone's focusing on those teams' playoff runs, and you play spoiler a little bit. Do things late in the season, and then you'll get some of the here come the Canadiens. But it's probably next year that we're talking about them a little more realistically as a contender.
Back to
like a playoff contender.
Back to like my original point. Like I just think this is a year where you have to find out about a lot of guys. Like Juraj Slafkovsky, big step forward last year, but like what's his ceiling? Who is he going to be for you? Nick Suzuki, his numbers keep climbing every year. Like, does that continue to happen? Is he going to be one of the league's most elite players? I think Nick Suzuki fucking rocks. So like him and Caufield could be really, really great for this team to build around. But like, you got to find out about Kirby Dach if he can stay healthy, like where his career is headed. Alex Newhook, a lot of potential there. Got to start seeing it. And then Patrik Laine, big question mark. So they have a lot of question marks in their top 6. So at the very least, there's plenty of intrigue there.
Yeah, excited. And if you find a little bit of an identity along the way, I'll take that. Make it an exciting one, please. I'd love to be excited about the Montreal Canadiens.
I would love to see Brendan Gallagher leave the Montreal Canadiens.
I think a lot of people would like to see it just financially.
Free him.
Free forever. Go away forever. I love Brendan Gallagher, but I don't like
that he's kind of faded into obscurity. I think he deserves better than that.
Like the Cam Fowlering of Brendan Gallagher, of like, damn, so that's still happening. He's there,
just rotting there.
Yeah, so free him forever.
We all silly like the mayor.